You have to give a warped perception in order to move freely in certain world. Okay, if there are too much eyes, remember when there was too much eye, too much scrutiny, every step measured, and they wait for the outcome. And when I fail, I'll be punished extensively for it. I failed so many times, it's ridiculous, but nobody sees it because you don't understand my pattern. You don't live in my world anymore. Okay, I've had a failed marriage. I've had so many failed.
What?
Yeah. And then nobody knows that. I have 2, 3 beautiful kids. So how are you gonna know? You can't follow my pattern. You will never understand. Even people that live in my space don't know how I move. I'm telling you, I have my sisters like, hey, which ward are you now? And I'll tell them. You have to hear from me.
Yeah.
I have PAs that don't know. I was coming here. My PAs are in the office right now. I took an associate from the office, drove me down here. When they call him, they'll say we're somewhere. They don't know my Chude. The next thing they'll be like, okay, you wore this outfit. That means it was a Chude today. I keep everybody on their toes. That's how I operate. My level of unpredictability has to stay true to me. I hate to be figured out. Once you figure me out, I have nothing else to offer.
Right. God. See. Doing this show, I know that people, I don't take it for granted. I don't take for granted the things that people tell me. I never lose my excitement at hearing people's story. Never, 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 never. I am always so grateful that people would share some of these deep experiences and lessons with me. I still feel that. Jamaica's left. I still feel that. Because I learned so much from this conversation. So much. I don't even know which one to share. But, no, the one I really want to share is what he talked about, knowing your rhythms and knowing your patterns. Knowing your rhythms and your patterns, how to adopt people's lessons into your life. But the one I think I should share is when he said, I asked him, what is the thing that most held you? And he said, God. Now, what I liked about it was, and I do not disbelieve people when they say God, but sometimes you have to communicate things in a way that people know that you really felt it. And he said it when he said, not prayer, not, and I believe in speaking in tongues, not performance, not fasting for 20 days, not all those big things that we think we have to do to earn God's grace. No. He said he was just telling God, please help me. Please show me. I don't want to doubt you. These things are making me doubt you. Please, God, be there for me. The Christian Bible says something, one of my favorite verses in 2016 when I wanted to take my own life. And this was the verse that held me. Jeremiah 29:13. And you will seek me and find me when you search for me with all your heart. Like at that moment when you're not performing. Sometimes when we're in church, we are praying or in the mosque or in the temple or wherever. We want people to know that we know the words, we know the language. But sometimes you have such a problem in your life, you don't have time to perform. You just say, God, help me. God, if you exist, show up for me. God, if you exist, help me. And that authentic prayer, when nothing else was working, is what I learned from Iyke.